What's going on, everybody? It's Cosmos here. I hope you're all having a good day. Yeah. Well, my day's been pretty interesting, actually. And this actually just took place today, this story time, so I hope you guys enjoy this. So let's just get into it. Okay, so I woke up this morning around 5 o'clock. I don't know why, because normally I'm more of a late sleeper, but I woke up today, yeah, and it was very cold out, because where I live in Wisconsin is always pretty cold, so I woke up, whatever, did my normal morning routine, ate some breakfast, just kind of walked around, ended up sitting outside for a little bit. And then my friend, my buddy, let's call him John, he hits me up, okay? And John asked me, well, keep in mind, John is a major adrenaline junkie. He'll do anything he can. For example, John will, like, go jump off a cliff and almost die, basically. But no, he'll do anything, which includes exploring abandoned buildings, which brings us to this video and this story where he goes. So basically, John hits me up. He's like, "Yo, man, you wanna come explore this abandoned building with me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure," because I'm always down for anything. I'm a big thrill seeker myself, but I'm not as carried away with like those type of things as John is. But I still go with him, and I'm like, you know what? Why not? Let's go do this because I'm trying to do everything, make this a good summer. So, you know what? Let's just do it. So, John hits me up, and he's like, yeah, so it's an abandoned YMCA. Now, see, I normally wouldn't do abandoned buildings just because my friend, we all have found and got ourselves in bad situations throughout abandoned buildings. But I figured, you know what? The YMCA, it's cool. It's got pools. It's got basketball courts. Who wouldn't want to go there? So, you know what? I'm like, fine. So basically, we just go. He comes, picks me up about an hour later, so it's about 6 o'clock in the morning already. Don't really know why we went this early in the morning. If it was just me, I probably would have preferred for it to be towards the nighttime. But anyway, so we end up getting to the place around like 15 minutes later, give or take. And I was stoked, man, to be honest. I haven't been in an abandoned building in so long. So, I'm always down for a new adventure, trying stuff new. But once we get there, I see there's like five homeless people sitting outside. So that already sketches me out. I don't want to get stabbed. I don't want to die. Nothing like that. So I tell him, I'm like, John, I don't know if this is a good idea, man. I don't wanna die or whatever. And he's like, man, come on, what you're being a pussy right now. You gotta be able to do this. And I'm like, dude, I don't know, man. I there's just too many people, I like to go in abandoned buildings when like it's just us, and I don't have to be fearful of somebody creeping up behind me or some old dude offering to give me AIDS for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, no. He convinces me eventually. I don't know how. We sit there for 10 minutes basically arguing back and forth in the car about us going in or not. But eventually he ends up getting me and we get out of the car. Already, I'm sketched out by this. And in the past, I've experienced bad things in abandoned buildings. So I've experienced people chasing me with knives out of there. So, I'm not a big fan of this idea, but I still go anyway somehow, which probably could be the dumbest thing ever. So we go inside. There's this little garage door at the bottom where you're able to pry it open from the bottom and sort of lift it up and bring yourself in there. It's really hard because you gotta like get two people for this in order to just lift it up by itself and then crawl under and hope you don't get smushed and turn into a giant pile of pancakes. But yeah, we get in. Um, Nobody's in there. At least we think nobody's in there. But from the first view of it, we shine our flashlights in there, and it seems pretty empty. It seems very quiet. The homeless people didn't really see us, I don't think, go in there, so we were at least good on that end. Yeah, so we just go exploring around, doing what we're normally doing. We check out a couple cool, like, little daycare things, YMCA things that they have. It was really big. Keep in mind, this is like a 5-story YMCA, counting the basement. So it was pretty big, and it was really fun to explore elevator shafts, all that sort of thing. But by the time we were during, like, let's say, the middle of our adventure, it was about like 20 minutes in, let's say. We were around the third or second floor, I believe, and then we heard noises coming from the basement, or below us at least. And we got pretty spooked. John, on the other hand, he thought it was just like an animal or something, but me, I'm paranoid as it is. So when I heard this, I definitely thought we were about to die. But anyway, he tried to convince me yet again that we were fine and it was just like a raccoon or something digging in the trash. But still, deep down in me, I thought that there was someone else in there. But he kept saying, "Dude, come on, man, you're being a fucking pussy." And I was like, "Ugh, I don't know, John. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I could feel like I heard footsteps." But he kept convincing me, no, it's not footsteps. It's just a raccoon. Now, he gets me sort of to believe this. I don't know how. I don't know how John does this, you know. He's one of those people who basically can convince you about doing anything, and he'll lead you to believe that it's nice even though it's really not. So, let's say, okay, 10 minutes goes by, right? And haven't heard any noises since then, so I'm thinking, oh, okay, definitely was just an animal. We're in the clear. And then I hear it again. I hear this time footsteps running very fast. And I'm like, "John, that does not sound like an animal." And he's like, "You know, it's probably just a couple of them chasing each other around." And I'm like, "John, are you serious right now? This sounds like a human coming at us." So I start freaking out, man. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. We're on the second floor. I don't want to hop out right now. I'm going to break all my legs. But I'm willing to do it because I'm not trying to get stabbed by a homeless man or like shot by the owner, something like that. You know, I'm completely petrified at this point. But I run away. I run away from John. I bring John with me and I go and hide inside of the pool, which was kind of stupid because it's like kind of an open area. So I don't really know what I was going to do there. But I run, hide in the pool, and I still hear the footsteps approaching really fast. So I'm like, "John, we need to get the hell out of here." So me and John try to climb out the opposite side of the pool where the exit door is. Okay? And now we're pushing on the exit door to get out, and the footsteps are getting louder, and some homeless man starts screaming at us. He's like, "Hey, what are you guys doing here? Get out now! This is my home!" And we're like, "Holy shit, we're about to die," okay? And then we start opening the door, but it's an emergency door that uses electricity to open. So we're sitting there, and we need electricity to open the door in an abandoned building that doesn't have electricity. So I start freaking out. I think we're literally about to die. And I see a man. He's like 6 foot tall. He's got a straggly beard. But he's still skinny because he's homeless, you know. But still, he's freaking me the fuck out. And yeah, no, he starts running at us even faster. Because now I can see what he looks like with the flashlight. So me and John both turn off our flashlights. We go booking it around him. And we jump down into a pool. Keep in mind, this pool is around 11 feet deep. We jump down straight onto the 11 feet. So we jump 11 feet down. And we start running up the other side of the pool trying to escape. And my dumbass slips on some leaves that were down there trying to jump up. And I fall down. And the homeless man is right behind me. And I'm thinking, he's about to literally slash off my shoelaces and take me home. And I don't know what homeless people do. Cook me and eat me, I guess. So I start freaking out, right? And John ends up, I don't know where this man got him, but thank the Lord John could do this. He takes this giant basketball and he launches it at the homeless man, hits him in his head, and knocks him over. And he helps me out of the pool. We go running out. We go running down each floor, straight out the garage door yet again, and we lock it. And we throw a mattress in front of it that we found. And me and John are sitting there, out of breath. We're completely dying. And all the homeless people outside were still doing that, and they come up to us. They're like, "What's going on? I don't know who could have done that. All of us are fine, but I don't know. There was someone in there obviously that they didn't know about, or they just didn't really see that came after us. So we were out of breath and we were scared. And yeah, I told John, I was like, hey, you got me in this situation yet again, and you're having me paranoid of these abandoned buildings. So I'm never going back to one. I am freaked out to the max. And I don't know. I can't live these. Every time I go into an abandoned building, something bad happens. And I always seem to get chased by people who are very aggressive. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of these abandoned buildings anymore. But yeah, that's the end of the story time today. So, thank you guys for listening, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.